This video is gonna make y'all feel old. So, you've been around the FNAF community for as long as I had. You probably heard of a little fellow named AndrewJohn100, who was known for making the series Freddy Fazbear Friends. An interesting little series, known for his little creativeness, his cringiness, etc. But what's special about this guy and his channel is that it was significantly improved by a long shot. So we're gonna go through his history, talk about the stuff I like and don't like, and my all-time favorite videos from him. He first started his channel back in around the time of FNAF 3's release, with the episode Trip to the Moon. And okay, look. This was made back in like 2015, 2014. Of course, it was fucking terrible. It's early YouTube FNAF. I'm not gonna get on him too hard because this was the first episode, but it's a weird mix of the SpongeBob episode he had the Tree Dome mixed with, I don't know what the fuck this episode's based on. Like, I would say something from Phineas and Ferb, but I don't really know. It's just not that good. And then we got the rest of season 1 and a little bit of season 2, where with this, it was very clear that like other channels at the time, he was trying to copy SML. You know, that one shitty Brainwash channel that was good from like 2012 to 2019, and no one really talks about the rest. By the way, I'm not reviewing it. Don't ask me to review it. You're never going to get a review of SML, ever. Considering the fact I haven't been a part of the community for a year, don't plan to. And especially Andrew's early videos, the bunny rat was pretty much a ripoff of SML movie Dream's Pet. Gets a wild animal as a pet, sprays someone, attacks, the pet gets beat to death, the end. Bonnie's guitar was a ripoff of Bowser's Depression. Beloved item is taken away. They try to commit Don't Breathe. It comes back. And there's a little bit of Judas Punishment ripped off where you got the same kind of being format. Bonnie's Broken Hip was a ripoff of the Smosh episode I Broke My Foot. Fakes an injury in the leg, gets caught lying, then has to serve someone at the end when they actually get injured. The end. Hell, they even rip off the pissing joke. You know that one joke where Ian's in the bathroom trying to do the test and then Eddie comes along. It's not in the I Broke My Foot, so it's in the episode where Ian gets pregnant. I'm probably going to cover Smosh later. And then other stuff too, like the Trouble with Revenge and Double Trouble were literally the exact same fucking episode. Bonnie and Chica fight over the guitar and the cupcake. Freddy and the Beans, they bitch and moan. And just goes on and on and on and on. And you're weighing me on and on and on. You're weighing me. Okay, now I'm just calling back for another bite by JT Music. But on none of these episodes too, it will always be a Bonnie Chica episode. Like, it would just be Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy screaming at each other for like 20-some minutes unedited about cupcakes, kitchens, etc., etc., etc. It got kind of old after a bit. Like, it wasn't really fast with friends, it was just them just hating each other. But something would drastically change. Around the time near 2018, 17-ish, he uploaded the Box 1 and the Box 2. And with these videos, Andrew got a perfect idea. What if he starts making some of the best videos ever? And so he did. The Box series is pretty simple. Golden Freddy has a box that he keeps on the wrap. Bonnie and Chica open it, mainly Chica because she's a dumbass. And they release the Nightmare animatronics, their ancestors from the old days of Fredbear's Family Diner, that were adopted by Nightmare, now Nightmarian in the timeline. And they get out, the Nightmares fall, except for Nightmare Bonnie, but he comes back later. Nightmare Freddy absorbs the powers and burns down the house, and thus he moves to a new house. And from here, the episodes will be far more better. Better voice acting, some custom characters like the Wither animatronics, and The animation themselves also got much better, much more cleaner, and much more game accurate. But why do we specifically want to highlight the Nightmare Arrival, Evil Comeback, Unwanted Spirits, and Bonnie Once Away? I'll start with the Nightmare Arrival. After the Newport Shore attack, Bonnie dies, really sad. I remember actually kind of crying to it. And then the nightmares come back and rise up. Whittaker Freddy being the leader since the Withers abandoned him for being power hungry. Whittaker Freddy redeemed himself, although fortunately he will be cut short. We'll get to my favorite episode. He will come back in a bit on that. Springtrap fucking snaps Nightmare Freddy's neck, so Nightmare Bonnie's now homeless. Don't worry, he joins the team as a good guy. As for Bonnie Once Away, it's a continuation of Chica Once Away, kinda, although significantly much better. This is a story of how he met Circus Baby and fell in love with her. It's game accurate, Baby's origins accurate, Springtrap's accurate. Overall, perfect episode, amazing way to have the fun times fully become part of the family. Unwanted Spirits Evil Comeback, gotta be deadass super the most underrated best videos I've seen in my life. Unwanted Spirits first. For Halloween, they summoned the Shadow animatronics, and as expected, Toy Bonnie turns into Shadow Toy Bonnie, leading to an epic fight scene with amazing voice acting. Perfect way to use the shadows. Evil Comeback is so goddamn peak, it deserves its own video, but I'll explain it here. So, like Bonnie Once Away, this episode is accurate to the games. Like the games, William Madden was a man who murdered and tore apart children bit by bit to see them suffer and squirm. The puppet found his corpse in the episode of Phantom Fox's family, and he brought him back to life. But what Puppet neglected to tell everyone was about Springtrap being a serial killer. So, in this episode, William Madden's spirit gains control with Springtrap again, and he starts swallowing around the pizzeria, especially Whittaker and Freddy, and he damages the Whittaker animatronics even more. To which, by the way, the reason why Whittaker and Freddy got killed was because Andrew thought he was just going Freddy again. It was really unique, which is kind of sad. Anyways, epic fight scene, perfect use of game Springtrap. The ending with Whittaker and Freddy's funeral is heartwarming and touching. The fact that this man made me sad for some metal is actually insane. Highly recommend watching all 4 of these episodes. And then he made a Benny series, where, okay, he ended it because he didn't really care for Benny anymore, which that's understandable. Benny's 8 Demon Returns is like Evil Comeback, where, like Evil Comeback, is accurate to how it's portrayed in the games. The Ink Demon returns, he has his powers, perfect ending. They actually know that Alice is an angel, and they use some spells, which really cool, because a lot of people forget that. My Switch isn't really like Evil Comeback or the Ink Demon Returns, but I just like it because it's funny, okay? I'm sorry, it is. Boris is hilarious, Toxie is always a joy to watch. I just recommend watching his news channel. Although I do recommend starting with the box 1 and 2, and then get into stuff like Evil Comeback and Unwanted Spirits. These videos are a bit old, but they still really hold up. The fact that this man went from cringy screaming with low quality SFL and G-Mon models to making absolute peak back to back to back and continues to do so to this day gave me mad respect and added an amazing subscriber subscription. Highly recommend this guy's channel. You will not regret it. Thank y'all and peace out. And to Andrew, thank you for making some of the best content ever made, buddy.